And what I didn't understand was that God was, you know, they had described him like on a piece of paper this big, and he was 100 miles bigger than that, but they just didn't know how to put it into words. And the first time I understood that was when I felt my heart and whatever it is that hangs on to all of your, you know, preconceived notions.
We're all very musical inclined. None of us went to school or anything to learn the techniques of music. But yet and still, I guess all our learning was in church and in school. There was really never a time that I can remember a day going by without humming a tune, either by myself.
I have noticed that, you know, even if, you know, you're going to eat or something, you know, and you want to eat the right foods, and sometimes you say, well, I'm just not hungry, because if you fill up on junk, you're not going to have the appetite for the proper stuff. Yeah. And a lot of times, you know, kids will say, well, I just don't feel like praying. I don't feel like going to church. I don't feel like thinking about Jesus, because we filled up on.
Getting into Christian music when I did was wonderful. It was a dream come true. But also, I was very, very young in the Lord. And that's why I say when you have a talent, sometimes it's a wonderful thing, but you also may be put into positions that you're not ready for. Although my success...
I appreciate the Zondervan Corporation for making it possible for us to do it, and appreciate the Lord, because we've had 2 real prosperous years that led up to this. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had the money, you know, to do it, because every one of them cost, I think it's somewhere about $2.50 or $3 or something, that we just...
As we travel and come more in contact with youth, we see the need for our message and for a positive role model to keep them out of drugs and becoming alcoholics, to keep them from ruining their lives before they really get into their lives. I mean, we see...
That comes from God, you know, from the Lord. You can't sit down and say, I will now write a great song. You can't do it. It's like the Lord has all these melodies and he drops them in your lap when he gets ready and not before. So what I do is I have there's a feeling I get, and it sounds rather trite, but it's true. I feel like writing or I don't feel like writing.
I have an older brother that became a Christian when he was in the service, stationed in Germany. And he had been home for about 6 months and had been witnessing to me through this time. And you have to understand, I was raised a Southern Baptist, and I made some kind of commitment when I was very young, but I had really never made Jesus Lord of my life. And he pretty much...
I was very blessed to be born into a Christian family. I think my family, as long as I can even remember generations back, has always been Christians. And so because of that, I think I had a very minimally turbulent teenage years. And that's not to say that I don't think that I learned some things. We had trouble in our home, just like any other.